Hey guys, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm back. I'm back. And still on the summer solstice. See what's going on. I named it summer solstice, the Scorpio reading, and I seen something said black solstice. I want to find out what that is. And the bloodline. Does that have anything to do with anything? And then you have Mother Nature's ley lines, her veins, different parts of the world that the ley line stops at. Certain parts are very spiritual, very healing. Um, I mean, different things happen at that ley line, so I'm gonna try to find out as much as I can. Of course, I gotta go depend on Google and DuckDuckGo. You know, I started going to the library, but I'm gonna eventually go back and try again. When I went in there, I was in a depressed state. So I end up, I was trying to look for something that would make me prep me up that day. I end up going in the kids section, and that helped out a whole lot. Really helped out a whole lot. I picked up the book set, Who Am I? And I forgot the other kids' book I picked up. It helped out a whole lot. So yeah, let me see. Oregano, sage. No, I had no sage. Different other herbs. Coffee. Okay. Okay, let's start with Black Solstice before we do the Scorpio. What is Black Solstice? I always spell it wrong. On the night of winter. Oh, that's winter. Okay. The world was caught by surprise as every black person suddenly gained a set of superpowers they did not have the day before. Really? Oh yeah, this is then they got Negro Solstice. 21st, our real DNA was unlocked. I think I have a comic book. Um, it says Black Solstice. Hmm. Be the first to know and go from well read to best read with book racks, deals, and more in your inbox. Okay. Okay. Negro Solstice. Negro Solstice on December 21st. Our real DNA will be unlocked. Status. Submission. Origin Twitter. Year 2020. Make sure I block that. About Negro Solstice, also known as on December 21st, our real DNA will be unlocked, refers to a viral tweet expounding the belief that December 21st, 2020, Black people will receive superpowers. The theory became the subject of numerous jokes on Black Twitter, whatever, about what will happen on December 21st, primarily showing depictions of Black people flying, exhibiting super strength, or growing in size. Well, they put that shit to a halt. It was true. Online, December 21st has been. My candle is going crazy. Fine. on December 21st has been associated with doomsday conspiracy theory regarding December 21st, 2012, which marked the end of 5,125-year cycle on the Mayan long count calendar. Interesting. Let's see. Now I gotta write it down. Right? Yeah, they put a halt to that one. Superpowers. Doomsday. Conspiracy theory. Okay, let's see. Let's go back. Let's go to Doomsday. Doomsday. She's gonna blow up. About Doomsday, it's supposed day that the earth will be destroyed. Many times in our history have people predicted certain ends of the world. People have anticipated them and they have passed uneventfully. Origin. Nobody is certain the oldest prediction Doomsday, but the oldest prediction Doomsday on record was for 634 BC. Thomas Demand, 2021. The end of time, faith and fear in the shadow of the millennium. Doomsday predictions have persisted since modern era. In the past 20 years, many doomsdays have passed, including July 1999. You know, Prince song about that by Nostradamus. The 100 most entertaining predictions about the 21st century by William Ray. The Net Ray, 2000. January 1st, 2000 by Isaac Newton. Schwartz Hill, 1995. Centuries End. An orientation manual toward the year 2000, New York Doubleday. The popular 6606 scare, the infamous LHC scare, and the 2012 phenomenon uh, culminating in the film 2012. Okay. Conspiracy theory. Submission, status, origin unknown, year unknown. About conspiracy theory is an explanatory proposition that a cult accuses two or more people, a group or organization of having caused. Hold on, scared the shit out of me. Interesting. I mean, it's acting food. Ah, this one is trying to come up too. Two or more people, a group or organization of having caused or covered up through deliberate collision an event or phenomenon of great social, political, or economic impact, despite existing for decades. The conspiracy theories have exploded in popularity since the invention of the internet, where it said people could share their thoughts on different things. One must not think of the conspiracy theorists as a one-minded congress- congregation. Okay, since most people have different opinions and arguments on different events or subjects. Oxford English Dictionary records the first use of the phrase conspiracy theory to a 1909 article in American Historical Review. Other sources predate this use by nearly 4 decades to at least 1871, where it is used in the Journal of Mental Science reporting on a conference of the fifth quarterly meeting of the Medical Psychological Association, now the Royal College of Psychiatrists, held on January 21st, 1870. Theory of Dr. Sankey as to the manner in which these injuries to the chest occurred, Aslam's described our careful attention. It was at least more plausible that the conspiracy theory of Dr. Mr. Charles, originally a neutral term since the mid 1960s, it has acquired a somewhat derogator derogatory meaning, implying a I do not know that word paranoid tendencies to see the influence of some malign covert agency in events. The term is often used to automatically dismiss claims that the critic deems ridiculous, misconceived, paranoid, unfounded, outlandish, or irritational. Okay, who's sending me shit? That was my thing, Pop. My account. I'm at the door. That was my thing, that elephant. The fire went all the way up and popped. Hey, Possum. How you doing? Not Possum. Yeah, hey, Possum. I ain't seen y'all in a long time. How you doing, Mr. Possum? Damn, my alarm didn't go off. Say this, sir. Got caught, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Ain't that something? Where am I? Okay. Negro Solstice, also known as on December 21st, our real DNA will be unlocked. Wow. Refers to viral tweet exposing the belief that I so okay. Okay, oh we read that. Okay, where was I? As black people genetically we are stronger and smarter than everyone else. We are more creative. Our real DNA will be unlocked, and majority will be able to do things that we thought were fiction. Learn who you are as a people. They want to make us average. The tweet received more than 1,500 retweets and 13,000 likes in less than 1 month. As black people generally, we are stronger and okay. Spread. Following the post, people on Twitter began posting jokes about it. On December 6, 2020, Twitter used Precious Beyond Twitter, one of the first posts to reach major levels of spread. They wrote, are all black people excited for December 21st? The tweet received more than 45,000 likes, 7,000 retweets in less than 1 month. December 8th, spread even farther, and they wrote, y'all will owe that girl a very sincere apology if December 21st hits and we all wake up as X-Men. Okay. The following day, Twitter user tweeted a video of a boy imagining he has superpowers with the caption, Us on December. The tweet received more than 4.1 million views. Oh, his mom pushing a button by the fireplace, and as he's going, thinking that the fire gonna come on, and then the abracadabra, fire went off. Don't play with that little boy like that. That's wrong. Get his little hopes up. Over the next week, people began posting photos of black people exhibiting superpowers. Doomsmarie retweet a photograph of a man levitating in a lightning storm with the caption, The news on December 21st. The tweet received more than 87,000 likes. Several media outlets covered the meme, including HITC, Stay Hip, Revolt, and more. Flying black nigger spotted in South Dakota, Detroit. December 15, user now this and forever known as the Negro Solstice. The tweet received more than 65,000 following hashtags Negro Solstice. Began spreading in black Twitter. Interesting. Must have been a time when Black Lightning came out, right? Love Black Lightning. Black people hysterically await superhuman abilities during Negro solstice. Let's see, it's saying the same thing. No, it's not saying. That's interesting. Okay. I don't see any more about it, but the same thing. Okay. The dark horse. Okay, the dark horse comics. The same thing I showed y'all. Has announced a new original graphic novel for writers Jurion Free and Martin Desmond Roy. Black Solstice. This is the same creative team behind the Academy Award winning short story Two Distant Strangers. This journey began on December 21st, when particularly every black person on Twitter started. Okay, hold on. That moon big out there. Can't see it good beyond the trees. Hmm. One of these moments that reminds you why you love the internet, where each post was cleverer than the last, and every emotional beat you can think of got hit, from hilarious to disturbing to profound. Okay, now we go to Bloodline. Let's see if we get some information. Summer. Summer Solstice and Bloodline. So during this season, during the summer solstice, better sleep and more positive mood. People tend to feel better and have a slight elevation in their mood. Crop cycles. Okay, then we go to LITHA. Lit. 10 ways to celebrate summer. Hold on. Okay, LITHA. Does that mean what is trying to come through? Yes, it's gonna come through. It's a book on it. The Summer Solstice Enchanted. Summer Solstice Summer Story. Teenage girl who is unaware of special bloodline. Okay, let's go with special bloodline. Special bloodline for the summer solstice. I did not say bishop. Summer solstice spiritually means prosperity, extravagance, and good spirits. In early time, the summer solstice, aka midsummer, marked the beginning of the season that contains the utmost bounty, abundance, and beauty. Our ancestors spent the entire of the spring. Let's read this. The spiritual meaning of the summer solstice will make you forget about all your worries. If there was ever a day to honor all the love, light, and pleasure of earthly existence, it's the summer solstice. On the longest day of the year, the sun gazes directly into your being, filling you with the purest form of power and fertility. Our world detaches itself from the refreshing greenery of spring and dives deep into the warm and cloudiness blue skies of summer. The season, oh yeah, I forgot to put this up. Da, 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 da. The season shift prompts a revolution from within, a spark that lights the entire forest of your soul on fire. Even though summertime only lasts a few months, the spiritual meaning of the summer solstice will remain in your heart forever. In the northern hemisphere, the summer solstice always occurs sometime between June 20th to June 22nd, when the sun passes from Cancer at 0 degrees. This year will land on June 21st at 6:07 a.m., launching us into the most enjoyable season of all spring long. You have been planting seeds, starting projects, and embarking on new beginnings. It's once the summer solstice pours sunshine all over your world that you get to see what these seeds have seen grown into. It's a moment best spent indulging on all the thrills that life has to offer. You've been working hard, you deserve it. It symbolizes prosperity, extravagance, and good spirit. In early times, the summer solstice, aka midsummer, marked the beginning of the season that contains the utmost bounty, abundance, and beauty. Our ancestors spent the entirety of spring cultivating the land and restocking themselves with food. By the time the summer solstice took place, they were finally able to take a rest and ravish a period of comfortable ease. The day has since been marked by uproariously festive celebration and feast, with nearly every single culture above the equator line finding their own unique way to observe this lively moment. It's also important to note that while the sun lengthens each day leading up to the summer solstice, the night also launches its careful domination over daylight when this season shift takes effect, gradually shortening our days once again. Thus, the summer solstice serves as a climactic point in your yearly journey through the season. It is also a reminder that we should appreciate beauty while we have it, because beauty never lasts forever. It's all about rejoicing in the present moment. This makes midsummer the ideal time to fully embrace everything that you love about life. Summer flies by in the blink of an eye, and by the time the solstice is over, a significant section of the season has already passed. There's too little time to observe over insignificant details, fruitless struggles, or negative stressors. During the summer solstice, the sun is shining bright, love is abound, and the world is wrapped with pleasure and indulgence. If you choose not to set aside your in- inhibitions and take part in all the revel of midsummer, ask yourself what you truly think the point of life is. In the opinion of many, it's to enjoy the present moment as much as humanly possible. A midsummer ritual to attract abundance into your life. Just like your ancient ancestors used to, a ritual to commemorate the significance of the summer solstice can bring the most out of this powerful day. This ritual is best performed right in the moment the sun rises on the morning of midsummer. However, if you are unable to pull yourself out of bed at such an early hour, any time of the day will do. All you need is one candle and the willingness to look deeply into your heart. Okay. When you wake up, go outside and gaze out your window, light your candle and take it in the sunrise. Appreciate the way the light colors the night sky and hues the orange, pink, and pink. Allow the morning air to fill your lungs with clarity. Think about everything in the world that you're grateful for. Think of your family, your friends, your favorite flowers, your favorite books, your favorite things, etc. Hang on to the beauty of this moment. You have so much magic surrounding you. Showing appreciation for what you already have inevitably attracts more into your life. Remember that with gratitude comes more blessings from the universe. Whenever you feel this ritual has come to an end, leave your candle in a safe place and let it burn all the way through. On that note, the summer has officially begun. Is it just us or has skincare gotten dare we say it a little? Oh, there's somebody else. Interesting. And I said, how do you honor? Head, how do you honor? We'll go back to that. I just find something that gave me a bloodline. It says dining with the cursed bloodline, Monster Zero Ultra. Hmm, interesting. And let me get to that website. Summer solstice of Renaissance Ridge. Description: Summer was purchased to bring some destiny to our foundation. Summer is a solid production dam who and breeder could get many quality aspects in the year to come. The sale is an exceptional value for any buyer. Okay, there's something else. Okay. Blood, sex, magic. Now we're going to Scorpio. By somebody SIFS Shadow Heart. Harry Potter. Graphic depictions of violent major character death. True Blood. True Blood. Alright. GWRTHEYRN of the Cornawai was born on the summer solstice of 1530 Anno Domini, the calendar system that the Romans had brought to his homeland along with their regions. He also was bound with the bloodline curse to be un- undying, cursed to watch his bloodline wither and wane over and over again throughout the time. Too bad he was too powerful to bind forever. Just 1500 years, give or take. That's Harry Potter stuff. A time twist not even close to HP canon crossover with True Blood with hints and pieces of Southern vampire mysteries. Saturn and Neptune retrograde. This month, we'll find ourselves in the mid of retrograde sandwich as Cosmos presents us with a change in direction. But first, your June 2022 horoscope kickoff with Mercury stationing direct on June 3rd. At least our minds will be clear while we work towards the bigger picture with Saturn and Neptune retrograde. Saturn stations retrograde on June 4th, switching directions with Mercury as the planet's service and responsibility moves backwards. We are about to do some serious reconstruction in various areas of our lives. Mercury and Venus will lighten the move around the middle of the month. They'll both make transit into Gemini and add some whimsical vibes to the atmosphere. Toward the end of the month, we're hit with a wave of water energy. Cancer season begins on June 21st with the summer solstice, followed by the new moon in Cancer on June 28th. As the sun and moon meet up, they'll form a challenging angle to Jupiter, who is on the receiving end of a beneficial aspect to Venus. So we got Moon, Cancer, we got Capricorn, Saturn, we got Mercury, Gemini, and Virgo. Okay, got Neptune, Pisces. They'll both make transit to Gemini. Okay. Toward the end of the month, we're hit with a wave of water energy. Cancer season begins. Okay. The summer solstice followed by a new moon in Cancer on June 28th. As the sun and moon meet up, they'll form a challenging angle to Jupiter. See, now we got Jupiter, Sag, who is on the receiving end of a beneficial aspect to Venus, Venus, Taurus, and Libra. We may experience some emotional highs and lows at this time. It's best to drift along and not fight the current. Neptune stationed retrograde in Pisces on the same day. Over the coming months, we'll all become a little more in tune with the ebb and flow of life. Mercury station direct in Taurus, January 3rd. Mercury starts moving forward again in steady Taurus. The retrograde effects may linger as the messenger planet will still be in shadow for most of the month. However, our minds and thought process will come from a grounded place. Saturn retrograde in Aquarius, June 4th. Saturn, the planet of service and responsibility, will be in retrograde for June 4th to October 23rd. This is the last time this constructive planet will retrograde through its traditional home sign of Aquarius for the next 29.5 years. We too must get serious about our place in the world and use this time to learn how we can make the most of our unique presence and skills. Mercury enters Gemini June 13th. The messenger planet comes home once again and has us all on top of our game. Now that we have our wits about us, we can truly implement whatever this past retrograde has taught us. The full moon in Sagittarius, June 14th. At this time, there is a collective influence on growth. So Jupiter expands everything. We should all take a moment to reflect on our experiences and adventures in this life. Let the wisdom and knowledge we gain infiltrate our beings, for all of it have played a part in shaping who we are today. The sun moves into Cancer June 21st. Then you feel the love. The sun moves into sensitive Cancer, and we're all in our feelings. It's time to show up for others and ourselves with some TLC. Venus enters Gemini June 22nd. Going forward, we'll be looking for the value in the information and facts. This is also a good time to let that imagination soar. We'll be a little more expressive for the next couple of weeks. The new moon in Cancer, June 28th, a rather emotional new beginning or fresh start. However, at this time, it may be harmful to get caught up in the bigger picture or grand vision. For now, focus on the environment within. Neptune retrograde in Pisces, June 28th. The planet of ideas, illusions, and dreams come to a halt on June 28th, and we'll be doing a backstroke until December 3rd, 2022. When Neptune is moving at full speed, life can get confusing. But as this planet slows down, our vision clears up. For the majority of the rest of the year, we'll be shattering our own delusions. Neptune has some rather spiritual significance, so this is also a time where we can strengthen our intuition and experience a greater connection to our soul. Okay, okay, before I read that, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do Scorpio first. Didn't say Scorp, but I'm on Scorps. Let me see what it says. Scorpio, November 23rd, November 21st. A loved one may need your time and attention as Mercury squares Saturn at the start of the month. You'll have to press the pause button on your own life for a moment. This small sacrifice will not go in vain. As Mercury sextiles Neptune, this person will provide you with some greater insight. Mercury stations direct on June 3rd, and in the coming days, it will be so much easier to draw the line between yourself and others. Speaking of boundaries, Saturn goes retrograde in Aquarius on the following day. Over the next several months, there will be a breakdowns and reconstruction of your emotional core. This is an ideal time to work through family issues or rearrange your responsibilities at home. June 9th is an ideal day for one on one interaction. Being a romantic or plutonic date, the energy is serendipitous as Mercury trines Pluto this week. This weekend, someone will have a spectacular surprise for you as Venus conjuncts Uranus. Don't waste this precious moment by trying to figure out what it is. The true gift here lies in letting life unfold without attaching to what's next. June 13, Mercury enters Gemini and beefs up your intuitive mind. Let your instincts guide you over the next couple of weeks. The full moon in Sagittarius on June 14 will have you considering how you can invest in yourself. Even if you're feeling pretty confident, there's always room for improvement. Around June 19th, Mercury sextiles Jupiter, and you just might crack the case on a problem at work. Don't you worry, the higher ups will take notice. The sun enters Cancer on June 21st and opens your mind's eye. Use Cancer season to get in sync with the energy that surrounds you. As Venus enters Gemini on the following day, you might receive a large sum of cash from an unexpected source. Over the next few weeks, you'll find the people are extra generous to you. A drink on the house, a random gift from a friend. Be open to receiving. You might adopt a new ideologue, belief, or a personal philosophy under the new moon in Cancer on June 28th. As this lunation squares Jupiter, it will quickly become clear that your new mindset doesn't align with your daily routines. More downtime might be useful as Neptune will station retrograde in Pisces on the same day. Over the next several months, take time to explore your interests and hobbies. Challenge yourself to create in new ways. Neptune has a few things to show you, and results are magical. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Pluto and the summer solstice. It's not coming up. Oh, download. Okay, let's see. The Secret Teachings of Ages. For once, a book which really lives up to the title. Hale self-published this massive ton in 1928, consisting of about 200 legal-sized pages. Okay. If you read this book, it is entirely you will be in a good position to dive into subjects such as QABBALA, QABBALA, alchemy, tarot, ceremonial magic, Neoplatonic philosophy, mystery religion, and the theory of ROSICRUCIANISM of Freemasons. Although there are some questionable and conversational parts of the book, such as outdated material on Islam, the portion on the Bacon Shakespeare hypotheses, and Hale's conspiracy theory of history as driven by the elite cabal of revolving immortals. They are far outweighed by the comprehensive information here on other subjects. For many years, this book was only available in large format edition, which was hardcover. Okay. Production notes. I work on this huge project. Okay. Ancient mysteries of secret societies, which have influenced modern Masonic symbolism. When confirmed with the problem involving the use of the reasoning faculties, individuals of strong intellect keep their poise and seek to reach a solution of obtaining facts bearing upon the question. Those of immature mentality, on the other hand, when similar confronted, are overwhelmed, while the former may be qualified to solve the riddle of their own destiny. So I think I said that. That's the riddle of your own destiny. That's a day fighting because you don't. I mean, they don't want you to find it because they can't keep reusing you. But it's up to you to find out what's the deal on yourself. The latter, the latter must be held like a flock of sheep and taught in simple language. They depend almost entirely upon the ministration of the shepherd. The Apostle Paul said that these little ones may be fed with milk, but that meat is the food of the strong men. Thoughtlessness is almost symptomized whatever, with childishness, while thoughtfulness is symbolic of maturity. There are, however, but few mature minds in the world. Hmm. And thus it was that the philo- philosophical religious doctrines of the pagans were divided to meet the needs of these two fundamental groups of human intellect, one philosophic, the other incapable of appreciating the deeper mystery of life. To the discerning few were revealed the esoteric or spiritual teachings, while the unqualified may receive only the lateral or esoteric interpretations. In order to make simple the great truths of nature and the abstract principles of nature law, the vital forces of the universe were personified, becoming the gods and goddesses of the ancient mythologies. while the ignorant while the ignorant multitudes brought their offerings to the altars for hold on, y'all. While the ignorant multitudes brought their offerings to the altars of Priapus and Pan, hmm, deities representing the creative energies. The wise recognized in these marble statues only symbolic concretions of great abstract truths. In all cities of ancient world, there are temples for public worship. Oh shoot, I ain't gonna act a fool. Take a picture just in case. I'm gonna ask them. Okay, I gotta wait a second. Hmm, interesting. Disappeared. Wow, disappeared. Hmm, it disappeared. Gotta download again. Okay, just in case, I'm gonna take a picture. While the ignorant multitudes brought their offerings to Pan, deities, okay, the wise recognized in these marble statues on the symbolic con, con whatever. I already read that. Okay, let's. Many of the great minds, antiquated, were initiated into these secret for Fraternities. Did I get that far? By strange and mysterious rituals, rites. No, I wouldn't put that. In all the cities of ancient world were temples of public worship and offering. In every community also were philosophers and mystics, deeply versed in nature's lore. These individuals were usually banded together, forming seclusive philosophic and religious schools. The more important of these groups were known as the mysteries. Many of the great minds of antiquity, Antiquity, were initiated into these secret fraternities. by strange and mysterious rites, some of which were extremely cruel. Alexander Wilder defines the mysteries as sacred dramas performed at stated periods. The most celebrated were those of Isis, Sabazius, Sabazius, Cyble, and Eleusis. After being admitted, let me take a picture of this for it. Go away. After being admitted, the initiates were instructed in the secret wisdom, which had been preserved for ages. Plato, Lato, an initiate of one of these sacred orders, was severely criticized because in his writings he revealed to the public many of the secret philosophical principles of the mysteries. Every pagan nation had and has not only its state religion, but another into which the philosophical elect alone have gained entrance. Many of these ancient cults vanished from the earth without revealing their secrets, but a few have survived the test of ages, and their mysterious symbols are still preserved. Much of the ritualism of Freemason is based on the trials to which candidates were subject by the ancient hierophants before the keys of wisdom were entrusted to them. Few realize the extent to which the ancient secret schools influenced contemporary intellects, and through these minds, pos- posterior, posterity, Postrity, Robert Macoy, 33 Mason, 33 degrees, in his general history of Freemason, pays a magnificent tribute to the part played by the ancient mysterious mysteries in the ravering of the edifying of human culture. He says in part, it appears that all the prediction of civilization and all the advancement made in philosophy, science, and art among the ancients are due to those institutions which, under the veil of mystery, sought to illustrate the sublimest truths of religion, mortality, and virtue, and impress them on the hearts of their disciples. Their chief object was to teach the doctrine of one God, the resurrection of man to eternal life, the dignity of the human soul, and to lead the people to see the shadow of the deity, and in the beauty, magnificency, and splendor of the universe. With the decline of virtue, which proceeded with the destruction of every nation of history, the mysteries became prevalent. Sorcery took the place of divine magic. Hmm, really. Indescribable practices such as the BACCHANALIA were introduced, and perversion ruled supreme. For no institution can be any better than the members of which it is composed. In despair, the few who were true sought to preserve the secret doctrines from oblivion. In some cases, they succeeded, but more often the arcanum was lost. ARCANUM was lost, and only the empty shell of the mysterious remained. Thomas Taylor has written, "Man is naturally a religious animal. From the earliest dawning of his consciousness, man has worshipped and received things as symbolic of the invisible, omnipresence, indescribable thing concerning which he could discover practically nothing. The pagan mysteries observed the Christians during the early centuries of their church, declaring that the new faith, Christianity, did not demand virtue and integrity as requisites for salvation. Celsius expressed himself on the subject in the following caustic terms: that I do not, however, accuse the Christians more bitterly than truth compels may be conjectured from hence, that the criers who call men to other mysteries proclaim as follows: Let him approach whose hands are pure, and whose words are wise. And again, others proclaim, Let him approach who is pure for all wickedness, whose soul is not conscious of any evil, and whose leads a just and upright life. And these things are proclaimed by those who promise a purification from error. Let us now hear who those are that are called the Christian mysteries. Whoever is a sinner, whoever is unwise, whoever is a fool, and whoever is short is miserable, him the kingdom of God will receive. Do not therefore call a sinner an unjust man, a thief, a house breaker, a wizard, one who is sacrilegious, SACRILEGIOUS, and a robber of spectacles, SEPULCHERES. But other persons would the crier dominate, who should call robbers together. It was not the true faith of the early Christian mystics that Celsius attacked, but the false forms that were creeping in even during this day. The idea of early Christianity were based upon the high moral standards of the pagan mysteries, and the first Christians who met under the city of Rome used as their place of worship the subterranean temples of S where we go, UBTERRANEAN temples of MITHRAS, from whose cult has been borrowed much of the sacred dominism of the modern church. Saucer, SACERDOTALISM. The ancient philosophers believed that no man could live intellectually who did not have a fundamental knowledge of nature and her laws. Before man can obey, he must understand the mystery where devoted to instructing man concerning the operation of divine law in the terrestrial spheres. Few of the early cults actually worship ANTHROPO, more MORPHIC deities, although their symbolism might lead to one to believe they did. They were modalistic rather than religialistic, philosoph- philosophic rather than theologic. They taught man to use his faculties more intelligently, to be patient in the face of adversity, to be courageous when confronted by danger, to be true in the midst of temptation, and most of all, to view a worthy life as the most acceptable sacrifice to God, and his body as an altar sacrifice to the deity. Sun worship played an important part in nearly all the early pagan mysteries. This indicates the probability of their Atlantean origin, for the people of Atlantis were sun worshippers. The solar deity was usually personified as a beautiful youth with long golden hair to symbolize the rays of the sun. This golden sun god was slain by wicked Rafflins, Rufffians, who personified the evil principle of the universe. By means of certain rituals, the ceremonies symbolic of purification and regeneration, this wonderful God of good was brought back to life and became the savior of his people. The secret possesses whereby he was resurrected symbolizes those cultures of means of which man is able to overcome his lower nature, master his ability, appetites, and give expression to the higher side of himself. The mystery were organized for the purpose of assisting the struggling human creature to reawaken the spiritual powers which surrounded by the flaming. Trying to get it out on this right here. The female hierophant of the mysteries. You don't have no female in this deck, but Taurus is supposed to be the female, right? Feminine energy hierophant. The illusion shows Sybil here called the Syrian goddess in the robes of the hierophant. Monty Falcon describes the figure as follows. Upon her head is a ecliptical Episcopal mitre, adorned on the lower part with towers and pinnacles. Over the gate of the city is a crescent, and beneath the circuit of the walls a crown of rays. The goddess wears a sort of surplice, surplice, exactly like the surplice of the priest of a priest or bishop, and upon the surplice a tongue, which falls down to the legs, and over all an eclipse. It's clip. I don't know that word. I can't say it. Episcopal cope with the 12 signs of the zodiac wrought on the borders. The figure had a line on each side and holds in his hand and left hand a TYMPANUM, a SISTRUM, and a DISTAFF. This staff, a CADUCEUS, and another instrument. In her right hand she holds with her middle finger a thunderbolt, and upon the same and animals, insects, and as far as we may guess, flowers, fruit, a bow and quiver, the torch, and a cipher. The whereas of the statue is unknown. The copy reproduced by Mont Faucon being from drawings by Proligoro. Hmm, okay. Ring of lust and degeneracy lay asleep within his soul. In other words, man was offered a way by which he could regain his lost estate. In the ancient world, nearly all the secret societies were philosoph- philosophic and religious. During the medieval centuries, they were chiefly religious and political, although a few philosophic schools remain in modern times. Secret societies in the occidental countries, OCCIDNTAL, are largely political and fermental, although in a few of them, as a masonry, the ancient religious and philosophical principles still survive. Space prohibits a detailed discussion of the secret schools. There were literally scores of these ancient cults, which bridges in all parts of the Eastern and Western worlds. Some, such as those of Pythagoras, and I said it, and the Hermetes, Hermetists, shown a decided Oriental influence, while the a word RO, did I put that word already? Rosicrucians, according to their own proclamation, gained much of their wisdom from the Arabian mystics. Although the mystery schools are usually associated with civilization, there's evidence. Oh, oh, Sarah, you back? Hey, Sarah. um, Although the mystery schools are usually associated with civilization, there is evidence that the most uncivilized people of prehistoric times had a knowledge of them. Natives of distant islands, many in the lowest form of the savagery, have mystic rituals and secret practices which, although primitive, are of this decided Mason tinge. Masonic, Tinge. The Druidic mysteries of Britain and Gaul. The origin and primitive inhabitants of Britain, at some remote period, received and reformed their national institutes. Their priest or instructor had hitherto been simply named GWYDD, but it was considered to have become necessary to divide this office between the national or superior priest and another whose influence would be more limited. From henceforth, the former became DER/WYDD, Druid or superior instructor. I think this is Levi's, tribe of Levi. And the latter. Go with O-VYDD, OVATE, subordinate instructor, and both went by the general name of BEIRDD, Beards, BARDS, or teachers of wisdom. As the system matured and AUG minted, the Bardock order consisted of three classes: the Druids, the Barden Brents, or privileged bards, or oblates. OVATS. See Samuel Cosmo Orgel, inhabitants of the British Island. Costume of the original inhabitants of the British Order. British Islands, I mean. The origin of the word druid is undisputed. Max Mullen believes that, like the Irish word druil, it means the men of the oak trees. He further draws attention to the fact that the forest gods and tree deities of the Greeks were called, okay, Dryads. Some believe the word to be Teutonic origin. Others ascribed it to be the Welsh. A few traced it to the Gaelic Truad, which means a wise man or a sorcerer. Timber, DRU, timber. At the time of the Roman conquest, the Druids were thoroughly ensconced in British and Gaul. Their power over the people was unquestioned, and there were instances in which armies about to attack each other slay their sorrows when ordered to do so by the white-robed Druids. Right. No undertaking of the great importance was scattered without the assistance of these patriots, who stood as mediators between the gods and the men. Mm. The Druid order is, deservedly credited with having had a deep understanding of the natural and her laws. The Encyclopedia Britannica states that geography, physical science, nature theology, and astrology were their favorite studies. The Druids had a fundamental knowledge of medicine and especially use of herbs and simples. Crude surgical instruments also have been found in England and Ireland. An old treatise on early British medicine states that every practitioner was expected to have a garden or backyard for the growing of certain herbs necessary to profession. The Levi's, Elvis Levi, the celebrate transcendentalist, makes the following significant statement. Yeah, the Queen and all them, I figured they were the Levi's. The Druids were priests and physicians, curing both magnet, magnetism and charging amulets with their fluidic influence. These universal remedies were mistletoe and serpent eggs. Because those substances attracted the astral light in a special manner. The solemnity with which mistletoe was cut down. Oh, I used to use mistletoe. I ain't found none in a while for it's edible and it's a healing plant. Was cut down, drew upon this plant the popular confidence and reverence it powerfully magnetic. The process of magnetism was someday revealed to us the absorbing properties of mistletoe. We shall then understand the secret of those sponge growths which drew the unused virtues of plants and become surcharged with tin, tinctures, tinctures, and savors, savors, mushrooms, right, truffles, gall on the trees, and the different kinds of mistletoe will be employed with understanding by medical science, which will be new because it is old. When one must not move quicker than science, which recedes that it may advance the future. History of magic. Not only was the mistletoe sacred as a symbol of the universal medicine, or Panacea, but also because of the fact that it grew up on the oak tree. Mm. Through the symbol of the oak, the Druids worshiped the superior deity, supreme deity. Therefore, anything growing upon that tree was sacred to them. At certain seasons, according to the disposition of the sun, moon, and the stars, the arch-druid climbed the oak tree and cut the mistletoe with a golden sickle consecrated for that service. The parasitic growth was caught in a white cloth provided for the purpose, lest it touch the earth and be polluted by terrestrial vibrations. Usually, a sacrifice of a white bull was made under the tree. White bull? I ain't never seen no white bull. What it is? The Druids were initiates of the secret school that exists in their midst. This school, which closely resembled the Bacchae or the something mystery of Greek B.A. B.A. Where I started at? Oh, shit. Na, 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 na. Oh, BACCHICANELEUSINIAN mystery. Mysteries of Greece or Egyptian rites of Isis and Osiris is justly designed at the Druidical mystery. Designated, I mean, the Druid mystery. There has been much speculation concerning the secret wisdom of that Druids claimed to possess. Their secret teachings were never written, but were communicated orally to specifically prepare candidates. Robert Brown, 32 degrees, is the opinion of that British priest secured that information from Tyra and from our narrative navigators who, thousands of years, Christian era, established colonies in Britain and Gaul while searching for 10. Hmm. Thomas and his Indian antiquities Antiquities discloses at length a phenomenon, however, Phoenician and Greek expeditions to the British Druids, no, Isles for the purpose of procuring 10. Others are the opinion that the mysteries is celebrated by the Druids were Oriental origin, possibly Buddhism, Buddhistic. Prox- Proximity of the British Isles to the Lost Atlantis may account for the sun worship, which plays an important part in the rituals of Judaism. According to Artemidorus, AR, which is, um, I think that's Aries, the age of Aries, CERES, Cancer maybe, PERSEPHONE, were worshipped on an island close to Britain with rites and ceremonies similar to those of SAMOTHRACE. There were There is no doubt that the Druid Python includes a large number of Greek and Roman deities. These greatly amazed Caesar during his conquest of Britain and Gaul, and caused him to affirm that the tribes adored that the Druid mysteries were not indigenous to Britain or Gaul, but mag- migrated from one of the more ancient civilizations. The school of Druids was divided into three distinct parts. The secret teachings embodied therein are practically the same as the mystery concealed under the allegories of Blue Lodge Masons, Masonry. The lowest of the three divisions was that of OV, well, I said that already, ETE. This was a honorary degree requiring no special purification or preparation. The Overs dressed in green, the Druid color of learning, and were expected to know something about medicine, astronomy, poetry, if possible, and sometimes music. And Ovalet was an individual admitted to Druid order because of his general excellence and superior knowledge concerning the problem of life. Shit. The second division was the bread. Okay, yeah, that's a lot. I'm just on 633. Check that out. I don't know if they're gonna let me copy that. Okay, maybe I'll let me copy that. Well, that was enough. Okay. Okay, so I got. Oh, I didn't do. We still need ley lines of Mother Earth. Not do that. Ley lines. Earth's energy grid produces notes in our Canage series, 8 episodes. We talk about ley lines, Earth's energy grids. We mention GOBEKLITEPE could be on one of these grids. In fact, there is no any information based on this idea. It's purely fictional, but the ley lines theory exists. Whether you believe or not, it is a fascinating theory based on some facts written on this page. Ley lines, just like we have our own energy centers or chakras, Mother Earth also has hers. When you start looking into the nature of this universe and the earth, you will start to see how everything is a mirror. Within us, a universe, around us is a universe, and we are all connected. We are connected to Mother Earth through the subtle electrical current that runs around the entire planet. These electrical currents are known as ley lines and are almost like Mother Nature's veins. Oh, shit. Just like we have veins that flow in and out of the heart, Mother Nature has ley lines, which are lines of energy that coil around the earth as a similar fashion as a strand of DNA. In fact, where the ley lines intersect are believed to be high points of energy. Yeah. Or high concentrations of electrical current. Electrical charge, my fault. Electrical charge. These ley lines are also said to be able to take information or energy from these higher vibrational points and carry them around the world, spreading knowledge and wisdom to all inhabitants. These intersecting points along the ley lines are also coincidentally home to some of the most sacred temples and monuments in the world, including the Egyptian pyramids, Machu Picchu, Picchu, Stonehenge, Angkor Wat. When you look into the advanced civilizations like the ancient Egyptians, it is clear that they seem to understand the energy and power of ley lines. In fact, most ancient cultures around the world seem to have some understanding of ley lines. In China, they are known as dragon lines. In South America, the shamans refer to them as spirit lines. In Australia, the ancient Aboriginals called them dream lines. And in the West, they are referred to as ley lines. What is also interesting to note is that where the ley lines intersect and meet, they also align perfectly with the astrological constellations. If you think of these ley lines as Mother Earth's energy currents, you will begin to see how it is possible that Mother Earth also has energy centers or chakras. I think that's what Tesla was talking about when he said that we can have our own electricity without paying from our bodies because the feet from Mother Nature, if we stand and have the right position in the earth. I think they was trying, that's probably why they killed him because he was trying to help people not be paying all the prices and stuff. He wasn't about the money. It's believed that these are the chakras of Mother Earth. I have to take a picture of it because it won't let me blow it up. Ley lines are alleged alignments of a number of places and geographical interests, such as ancient monuments and megaliths that are thought by certain adherents to dozing and New Age beliefs to have spiritual powers. This existing was suggested in 1921 by the amateur anthropologist Alfred Woodcox in his book The Old Straight Track. The believers in ley lines think that the lines and their intersection points resonate a special psychic or mystical energy. Ascribing such characteristics to ley lines has led to the term being classified as Pseudoscience. Ley lines can be the product of an ancient surveying property markings or commonly traveled pathways. Hmm. Many cultures use straight lines across the landscape. In South America, such lines often are directed towards mountain peaks. The Gnostic lines are a famous example of lengthy lines made by ancient cultures. Straight lines connect ancient pyramids in Mexico. Today, modern roads built on ancient roads derived around the huge pyramids. The Chaco culture of northwestern New Mexico cut stairs into the sandstone cliffs to facilitate keeping roads straight. Additionally, chance alignments and co- coincidences are often cited as explanations that cannot be ruled out. The concept of ley lines was first proposed by Alfred Watkins on June 30, 1921, after Watkins visited Blackwarden in Herefordshire and went riding a horse near some hills in the vicinity of Beardworthing. There he noted that many of the footpaths there seemed to connect on one hilltop to another in a straight line. He was studying a map when he noted places in alignment. The whole thing came to me in a flash, he later told his son. However, in September 1870, when William Henry Black gave to the British Anthropological Association in Hereford a talk titled Boundaries and Landmarks, in which he speculated that monuments existed marking grand geometrical lines who covered the whole Western Europe. It is possible that Watkins experienced stemming from the faint memories of an ancient of account of that presentation. Watkins believed that in ancient times, when Britain was far more densely forested, the country was crisscrossed by the network of straight line travel routes, with prominent features of the landscape being used as navigation points. This observation was made public at a meeting of the Woolhope Nationalist Field Club of Hereford in September 1921. He worked with his work referred to as G.H. Pipe's paper presented to the Woolhope Club in 1882, which noted that a line drawn from the Skirrid mountain northwards to Atherstone would pass over the camp and southernmost point of Hatteral Hill, Old Castle, Longtown Castle, and Urishaa and Snoot Hill Castle. The ancient survivors who supposedly made the lines were given the name Dodmen. Watkins published his ideas in the books, then generally met the skepticism from anthropologists. Despite the most negative reception to these ideas, some experts have made observations similar to Watkins. Standardization, a measure of those who built megaliths, but avoided the term ley line. The discovery of Europeans of the Nazic lines, man-made lines on desert pavement in southern Peru, promoted study of their astronomical alignments. The existence of alignments between sites is easily demonstrated. However, the causes of these alignments are disputed. There are several major areas of interpretation. Okay, let's see. All right, y'all. I know it gets boring. All right, let's do the uh, Scorpio reading. Hey, Scorpio, Pluto. Okay, I like another one. Running that. That's my last one. Dang, that's my last one. Don't need no other body. Okay, let's see what the word now. Scorpio is what country? I think it's us. I think no. It counts. No. What country is Scorpio?
According to star sign style,
Oh,
countries that are
Morocco,
ruled by Scorpio include
Angola,
Angola, Morocco, Queensland, Korea, Syria, Norway, the Transvaal, Bavaria, Antigua, Barbuda, Cambodia, Dominica, Latvia, Lebanon, Micronesia, Panama, Turkey, Turkmenistan, and Zambia.
Okay. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Those are the ones that program us all right. Let's see. Oh, let me do my little by the sea, by the sea, by the sea. Let's see. Let's see anything. What you doing over there? Yeah. Child, handicapped child. All child that can see spirits. Got a child that can see spirits coming off on their own. They jumped out of what? It's my hands. The hand of maybe somebody that want them to see spirits, putting them down or tell them it's nothing or whatever. That one maybe Asian person having a darker skinned child, still Asian by the rock. I got three females on top of each other, like they trying to climb something, like to get out of something or somewhere. Um, we have an Asian. I don't know why I want to say Solomon's children on top, a boy on top of a girl, but she's not Solomon's child. She's something else. And we have another Spanish, whatever, but they're lighter skin, so be Asians, maybe Irish. I don't know. I think they're more towards the whiter. What's under the grandma? Oh, nothing. Ancient rock. Something sickly is always in the midst by something that's 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13. 13. Okay. 13. Ophiuchus, morphidite on the side. Let me show you. Morphidite on the side, 13 females. This is like getting sickness out. It's like they buy each other. That was a big sickness. maybe a tumor in somebody's stomach. Like I said, we got the child over here who sees shadows. Oh, in that movie I was talking about, the kids, the two kids that survived, they could hear the spirits, the angelical spirits, talking to them and telling them what to do, that they will be the last two alive, just letting them see visions. And they came and took them up in a cherubim in the Bible, that spaceship, like back to the heavens, so they can start creation over. Now, this child might be very wise, and uh, or they might feel alone because they can see through people. But somebody's trying to get out of a hole. The other child hanging on might be in water as well. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what's happening. Scorpio. Okay. Do it again. Anything out. Okay. We got balance. First deacon Capricorns. Two of Pentacles. Money confusion. Juggling two situations or ideas. So either you're trying to stay balanced, maybe working two jobs. Okay. Are you in two situations, trying to make a firm decision? Let's see. Three of Cups. Maybe about two partners or two jobs, like I say. You're not celebrating this. Or maybe a third party. Then we have the Chariot. You don't want to move forwards with this. Whatever third party this is, traveling. Whatever this is, because that's Cancer. Cancer is United States. Okay, let's see. King of Cups, Libra, Scorpio. Scorpio, Libra, the president and the vice president. Gentle, emotional, shy. See that water behind it, the dolphins or some jumping up and down, a fish. Um, Boats. What you don't want to make a decision about. You want to balance it out. Trying to make a decision. You don't want to move forwards with something. Five of Wands. Don't want any arguments about it. Whatever it is, you're going to move in secret. Not going to argue, not going to communicate. Maybe the dark web, I don't know. Let's see. Okay. That usually means universal love. 8. First deacon Sag. Speedy news or situation coming. Arrows of love. So he's supposed to be calm, cool, and collective, King of Cups. And the Wands are fire. So he's not going to say when whatever this is coming through the air. He's not going to announce it on television. It's not to be celebrated. He's trying to hold a balance to make a decision whether to do this or not. Just tell about some type of news. because he don't want any arguments or fuss, and maybe he don't want people to know, so they won't get upset or arguing and fussing about it. And it's not saying it's not a tower, it's not important, not a catastrophe or accident, not nothing grand. This is going to be secretly done through the airways. You're going to sit back and watch, or he knows what's going to happen, and it will not be peace of mind. So it's something that's going to mess with our minds. It's coming through the airways, which we already know they're doing that already. But this is next to the tower reverse. Now, usually it would be meaning avoiding a catastrophe, don't want to change. But this is something different. We got the Hierophant. Won't be able to hide from this. I'm going to have peace of mind, or be able to go and research. This is something that probably was old. They just fashioned it with new. Gonna break a lot of hearts. Or this could be a person that broke a lot of hearts. And they don't want to do it no more. Don't want to be a player anymore, okay? But this is, I have to pertain it to the world is also. So this is coming from Morocco or our president, vice president, Angola, Morocco, Syria, Korea, Greensland. Oh, it's going to hit these countries, one or two. Norway, the Transvilla, Bolivia, all the other ones they named. That's Scorpio. Okay. Italy is Gemini. Okay, America, I think, is Cancer. Okay. It's Cancer, America, sign. It's the sign, Cancer. Sometimes. It's the sign, zodiac sign, Cancer, America.
Here is some information for what is the symbol for Cancer? According to the Old Farmer's Almanac, the symbol of the Cancer zodiac sign is usually the crab and its claws. Cancer dates typically fall from June 21st to July 22nd.
United States. Okay. Okay, then we have the Chariot. The Knight of Wands. Important letter, Scorpio, Sage. So this is just, could I say Lieylines? Some type of energy, radiation maybe, could be coming. This could be conjuring it up too. Okay. By 3 witches or 3 sorcerers or whatever. And not going to be announced. See, it's reversed. So it's traveling underground. It's Cancer. It's the moon. Sag traveling. So it's not going to be balanced. Okay. So the king knows. It'll bring no peace. You won't see it coming. You won't be able to fight it off or hide. It's going to break a lot of hearts. Is it going to affect your heart? Yeah, news again. Won't get on the news. Okay. 6 of Pentacles, raising money or salary. Getting a raise or salary score. But these FEMA, are they coming through helping who they want to help? Government. Ace of Wands, new ideas, creative, new beginnings, birth. Congratulations, just had a baby. Very passionate about something. This to me is because they want to wipe out some stuff so they can have them start a new beginning. Security helping hand with something coming through. It's going to expose it. Water, rain, clearing it out. It's going to help us out. Rain, type of storm maybe. Spiritual bath. Got Six of Swords reversed. Can't get out of trouble water, but we got help. All this gonna not make it painful. King of Swords. Cold abusive demands respect. So you won't be able to. Plans, hopes, wishes. See, they sneaking and doing something. Okay, death or ending of a situation or relationship. So it's reversed. You'll be able to recover. Somebody failed the test. Are we gonna fail a test? Are their test gonna fail? Is this gonna fail what they're gonna try to do? Is it the Vatican for us to keep the faith? But plans they have going on, Morocco, all the other places are called. Yeah, devilish plan, keeping control over everybody. So they're gonna try something. This could be you, Scorp, trying to control somebody. Divine don't like it. Um, an Empress and an Emperor. That's Orient. Um, okay, that's your Emperor and Empress. Aries, Earth sign and air. So you're gonna be working with somebody. You have your true divine partner. Came right after the devil. So y'all gonna be bounded together. Maybe y'all the ones to help out on this brainstorming together. And whatever's coming, yeah, get people ungagged, on whatever, from whatever's going is happening during this ritual after the full moon. Okay. Yeah, arguments, one and up each other. Got ego left out in the cold. Travel overland, can't move. Causes a lot of worry and stress. Maybe you're trying to control somebody and you went about it wrong and you should have went another way. Now you're being bothered, or this could be people crying over whatever that's going to be happening. Very ambitious. Cancer, Leo, Aries, whoever that king is. Got two kings on the board. Okay, happiness, good things, party, celebration. Then we got the Ten of Pentacles. Then we got clarity. Not feeling like wounded healer. Somebody finally growing up. So whatever this is going to turn out as the LGBTQ community, one of the two. Going to turn out in good favor. Put your defenses down. Get out your head. Stop holding on to your pride. We got the witch here coming in. The good witch. Queen of Wands, Pisces, Aries. So somebody coming in want to stop it. Want to stop your plans. You got the High Priestess here. And it's pertaining to the Wizard of Oz, the world. I'll turn the world upside down. Whatever endeavors, families. It's like getting together, realize what's going on, families getting together, working together, figured it out, whatever needs to be to help themselves. Or you're going to think everything has passed and then they're going to come in. Or the High Priestess, is she going to stop the Queen of Wands? Fire. Put a fire with the water. She knows all. So does the Queen of Wands. But High Priestess rank. Then we got happiness ended after the world reversed. Stopped. So it was false. The happiness everybody thought they experienced after whatever this first thing happened. We have got the lovers reversed. That's everybody. Got the Queen of Cups coming in. Soft, gentle. Okay, that's again. It's like the High Priestess. So she coming. It looked like the women are coming in. A fucus, and it's Pisces. Illusions. Seeing things clearer. All they do is not go. Look beyond the clouds. Money improvements. Asking everybody to see clearer. To keep their strength. If they losing strength. Some of them walking away. Can't sleep. Missing the message on the news. Not telling anything. Maybe the internet or something going out. Feel like you can't manifest. Money stops. Banks close. Different other ways. I don't know. I'm just saying. You see it with your third eye. Okay. Six of Cups. Happy house. Children confused. But don't be fooled. This act's going to work in your favor because it's a victory. You will be able to move forwards. Scorpio, you showed up. Be a lot of deaths. But will be new beginnings as well. My condolences. Then we have the Libra reverse. So it's karma along with Hades. Death. Taking away pain. Then we got the Hierophant. The opposite. Government coming in. Speedy news coming in slowly. see how this play out. Marriage. Tower reversed twice. People refusing to change. That what that is. Want everything remain the same. The lady in red. Cycle continues. Our wedding ring. Somebody getting married. Cancer. By the moon. By the next moon. By the moon. I don't know. Moon cycle. Got red here. So menstrual cycle. Somebody in love. Somebody is unfaithful. Somebody can't have any children. I don't want any children. Star, humanitarian. A new chapter. A new home. Secure. Faithful. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Got another tile reverse. The lightning. We got avoiding snares. We got black magic. It's twice. Got black magic all over here. We got a good witch coming in, the white witch, we're gonna say, fighting with the high priestess to dissipate this stuff, or high priestess fighting. We got the emperor and empress. We got Scorpio, death and justice. Reverse, karma and death. Somebody offering somebody cut, devil cancer. Got Sag, number 7. Let's see. The conqueror, victory. So victory twice. Then we got Jack of Cups, Pisces. Somebody loves somebody. I'll show love. Let's see. Signifies a person without queries, witty, argumentative, yet amiable, artistic, humanitarian, and fond of refined society. Right way up the notes of Aquarius. Man, I know. Okay, we got Aquarius twice, the star twice. Okay, victory twice. Okay. Saturn, of course, is here. Got to show his face. Capricorn came already as well. So we got either you putting black magic on someone, or somebody putting black magic on you, trying to stop your endeavor, whatever you're doing, but it's divinely guided. Someone didn't pass the test. We got people that don't want to change. We got people that do that's getting rewarded. We got something sneaky coming in that's not going to be announced by the news. People won't be able to recognize it. It's coming through the airway. You could be communicating and found another way to communicate. Um, the world, Mother Nature, ley lines. They got ley lines. Um, okay, let's see. Do this first. They are plain, 15 years. Aerosol, Eros, gold monetary unit, ancient Rome, the Roman world, gold money, salary, Egyptian, someone hates you, ceremonies. You came in like a wrecking ball, Papalegba, sport ring, company ring, marriage boot camp, Ice Cube, Helen Hunt, Tupac, Kendrick Lamar, invest. Mother's Day, Saturn, family. $1980. Ford Motor Company, Henry Ford, born 1903. Got moon. Oh boy. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Fourth of July. Make a list. Return to sender. Stop stealing. You're getting married in 2 years. Keep going. That's it. The richest man and woman in the world. Laugh, stay happy. Live. You're beautiful and handsome. Coffee. Oh man, my coffee got cold. Future. Dang, so did. May your pockets always stay full of money. You're exceptional. Secrets. Keeping stuff secret. Colorado, North, South Dakota. You so adorable. Seeds, plant them. Black smoke. Don't put yourself down. Everything is growing for you. Red carpet. Okay. You got rumors, secrets. Just said that. Die, stolen gun. Spaceship, craft, government. Baby kidnapping, travel crime, society crime, air crime. So he's coming through the air. Breaking curfew, killer dogs in the throat, shoplifting. I glow, I'm so happy. Pyramids, royal tombs of the pharaoh. Life after death, west bank of the Nile of the setting sun, soul of the dead pharaohs, ancient death, and beginning of journey to other worlds. Really. I am an honest person. Bad health. Your belief system, do it match with mine? Putting spells on kids at school, church, perform an exorcist, but put protection on them from wound on you first, then them. You will have no problem. Teach them from home if can, you can. The truth about all the Bibles, it all in all cultures, how they go together, and many lies feeding us lies. Yes, I'm fine and sexy as hell, so what else you got? Smiling faces in the clouds. Commodities come to me easily manifest. The government gonna try to some finna go down. Nobody expecting it. Cat spirit animals. That set. Oh, I was talking about that set. I was taking a nap today and woke me up like somebody threw a cat in the spiritual world. Landed on my floor. I heard the thump and I heard him holler, and that's what woke me up. And I was looking at this documentary on they found that set statues, and they called her a person who, they always got something to say about the women, ate, drink blood, kill people and drink their blood. Basset God is daughter of Ra, the sun god. Metaphor, difference between science and religion. Cool person, sneaky rebirth, resurrection. 9 lives, darkness, fear, hidden protection, independence, curiosity, playful, stubborn, elegance, and magic. Cat's been protecting me so far, me and my family. So I have nothing to say about that. Lightning. Hmm. A Star is Born. Hotel Comfort. Need to make your business cards. Hmm. Ow. Wise. Be wise. The more you get up, something gonna hit you back down, so be prepared. Woodlands. Piggy bank. Save your money at home. Brazil. Rome. Mythological concepts. Little man. Spice drink. You will remember my name. Orphanage. Centerpieces. Human sacrifice. Color palette. Carved wood. Pearls. Signature pieces. Vanuatu, whatever that is. British. Changes. Social Security looking for you. Rainbows. Not time to be in a relationship. Agro, whatever they say. Colombia. Gulf of Mexico. Zombies or immortality. Bad demons. And Cash App. Well, Scope, you know your situation, but I already see something coming out. It's already here. Ain't something coming. They already did some work. They got a whole lot of stuff going on this time. Too many things back to back to back. And we are beginning to notice it. Okay. O positive blood type. That's the kind they want. O negative blood type. Hart Island was a Swano tribe of Native Americans, ingenious people, physician English, Tom Pell, published from them 9,166 acre property. Swanee ingenious Americans of Long Island Sound along the coast of the Bronx, Westchester County, New York, and Fairfield County, Connecticut, one of the western bands of the Whipping Whippinger Confederacy. You know, ain't nobody sold him no damn 9,000. That damn property right there. Stole it. Pottersfield, paupers' graves or common grave, burial of unknown, unclaimed, or endangered people. I don't know what that word is. Used as burial ground, place where potters collected high quality, deeply red clay for the protection of ceramics. Name: Pottersfield, Bronx, Hart Island. Shadow government, central banks, Freemasons, intelligence agencies, think tanks, organized jewry, the Vatican, Jesuits or Catholics of general, secret societies, moneyed interests, globalists, elites, and superior Subventional organizations, shadow cabinet, prime minister, real executive, House of Commons. Semicircle, two sides, open arch, giving and receiving. Blue circle, when we talk about the color blue, represents inner truth and wisdom that emerges from an evolved perceptive reflection. Crescent moon, soul and mind, a half perfect, half divine and changed, part of man's being. The figure is broken, visible, invisible, portal, portion, whatever that word is, cerulean blue, smoothing, calming, evokes feelings of peace and confidence, spirituality, quest to find answers, ambition, stability, politeness, dream-like state of reality. What I was talking about, right? Okay. Let's do a shot for wisdom. Well, keep looking at this. Keep your confidence up. Okay. Research where and what you want to do and be. I give honor and respect to my creators. I don't fuss a lot. Excuse me. Everybody kind of being silent and paying attention to what's going on. I'm not conceited that I think every man or woman wants me. Everyone has a type. People like and love me. I can see my future, so I work on it. I don't smother my family, make friends, and kids. I don't get bored or restless. I can calm down and be in the moment. I don't need drugs to survive. I'm not a feminist. I don't need cigarettes to smoke for company all the time. I can sit or do other things. Well, like I said, hope it helps in some type of way, some kind of insight, research. Before it comes, we should all be knowing that things gonna change. This ain't gonna be big grand. It's gonna be coming underground through feet. Listen for vibrations, all that kind of stuff. Third chakra, solar plexus, the warrior. I embrace my inner strength, power, and resilience, and I allow myself to shine. I unfold my full potential as I embody empowered an empowered person with a true sense of who I am. I glow in consciousness as I overcome and transcend life's challenges. I need the war inside me for the journey ahead, and I am courageous and moving forward. Boom. Okay. Feeding. All right, y'all. Scorpio win. Whoever stayed and listened, I appreciate it. It'll be on the video. It'll be here. All right, y'all. This is your girl Ruth signing off. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thanks for hanging out. Whoever did hang out with me. You know I like knowledge. I can't help it. Okay, I'll be trying to see so I can prepare much as possible. Okay, know what to rebuke. All right, love y'all. Bye.